one of the really cool aspects that they brought to us was this dashboard. We have a database, a CRM or whatever you want to call it. We have a database. It's great. It helps us do form letters. It helps us keep track of the cases and calendars. Does all these things. But for us, the biggest deal was we couldn't keep track of assignments to each other. And I found that a lot. I talked to my colleagues in other firms, and some people use Outlook tasks, and some people use this notes feature on their database, and some people use emails back and stuff, and some people send voicemails. The dashboard centralized how assignments go back and forth from each other and tracks the completion of the assignments. So at any one point I can click on here and say, oh, I have 15 assignments out to other people, and what's the progress on those, and then I have 6 new assignments to me. Oh, well, I better work on those today. And I can constantly be on top of my cases and what assignments are given to me. The other thing it did is it made sure, one of our biggest areas where people fell through the cracks is people getting called, clients getting called all the time, and especially during the treatment process. Well, we want all of our clients to be touched every 14 days while they're treating with the doctor to make sure they don't fall through the cracks, make sure there's not gaps in treatment. If you're watching this video, you understand what a gap in treatment does to your case. So the biggest thing it did is it in real time showed us which clients hadn't had a contact from either an attorney or our case manager or paralegal in the last 14 days, and popped it up right. They walked in, they clicked on it, oh, these 15 people need a phone call today, or an email today, or a letter today, and they mark it off the list. We used to have a system before the dashboard where they'd check it off the list, but if this person did it, then it was redundant, and maybe this person thought, anyway, real time, we can tell right now who needs a contact that day. And if the attorney called the client, the case manager's not going to call the same day, because the attorney called them, bam, drops on the list, pops up 14 days later. And so it's constantly in rotation. People know who they need to call. We try to tell, our goal for a firm is that all of our employees by the end of the day are at 97%. If they're going to go on vacation, we make them click a button that projects out to the end of their vacation. So they have to be 97% as if they're on vacation and back, and so they're not getting behind, coming back, behind the 8 ball. They get ahead before they leave.